Hi everyone, this is Thalia and Miana from Double Team, and today we'll be talking about the worst anime or the anime we regret watching. So I will give the word to Miana first, so you can begin.
Yeah, okay. Sally is expecting me to have more
Yeah.
than her. My first one is Amnesia, which is a reverse harem romance thingy. And it's an adaptation from an otome game, which usually doesn't work all that well anyway. But in this case, it worked particularly worse because, like, none of the guys is even mildly interesting. Like, one of them was at the beginning, kinda, but then, like, not to spoil it for everyone, but it turns out to be a bit weird. So, like, he literally locks the girl in a cage to protect her.
Why?
And you
That's
go like,
creepy.
what?
Yeah.
This was supposed to be like corny and make me root for someone, but I didn't care for any of them. And like the only thing that kept me watching was because it had this like of time loop multiple dimension thing,
Mm.
and I wanted to understand it, but I ended up not doing so anyway. So I got nothing out of that show apart
Oh.
from the opening, which is good.
That's the only good thing about it. The
Yeah, but
opening.
the character designs are they are pretty. Like,
Mm.
so if you ask some people, they're going to say all the guys look gay because they are really really shoujo. Like their
Oh.
clothes are absurd. But
Huh.
but yeah, like I didn't dislike that. I really disliked the plot
Mm-hmm.
or the absence of it in this case.
Yeah, I've actually heard of that anime before, but I never checked it out because I don't know. I don't think I've seen a lot of reviews or good things about it yet.
I'm going to review it then. I'm going to give it so much crap.
Yeah, you should. You should. That should be funny.
And the main character, like, you know how these in these shows, like the main character is supposed not to have a lot of contact for you to be able to like identify with her
Mm-hmm.
and like imagine yourself in her position. But everything she says is like, I didn't understand, and then calling for the guys' names. Basically, she has no complete sentences of any kind.
Oh, that sucks.
It's so boring.
Yeah.
Don't watch Amnesia. Don't.
Okay, I'll leave that one out then.
What
Hmm.
about you?
um, I'll say I don't know if you probably know this one. Strawberry Panic.
I know it, but I haven't watched it.
Yeah, I don't
How
know.
is it
Like
like?
I don't. It's basically like girls falling for other girls, but yeah, I don't know. For me, it just was really weird. So I guess this is like the first anime that I wanted to check out. That was kind of like, well, it's not Yuri, I guess, but or how do you call it? Yeah, Yuri. But I don't know. Like it was just very weird, and the kids they look like 12 years old or even 9 years old or something. Like it's I don't know. It's just very creepy, childish. I don't know. I didn't feel comfortable watching it, so that's why I kind of stopped it. And also, there's no real story to it for me. It's like it's I don't know. It wasn't that enjoyable for me, so that's why I didn't check out more. I think I watched like 10 episodes, and then I was like, nah, I'd rather not watch it. So
How many episodes was it? Like
in
20
total,
something? Yeah.
I think so. I don't even know anymore. It's like 2 years ago that I checked it out, but I remember like not liking it that much. So
Amnesia is 13 or 12, and I watched
that's
it
a lot.
airing. I don't know why.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, One other that I remember from more or less recent is Dansai Bunri no Crime Edge,
Mm.
which had that one was really disappointing for me because I didn't I didn't think like it would be a masterpiece, but it had serial killers involved in the plot. So I was like, I'm going to check it out because that's my kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
And basically, you have these characters that are they are descendants from a serial killer, and they inherit like a weapon that the serial killer used to use for his crimes, like a well-known serial killer, like. and they have like that has a certain power associated with the crimes that originated it.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was this doctor that used to put some patients to sleep, like people that were really at the end of their lives, but it wasn't allowed to end their lives. And she killed a lot of people to help them. And so there was this girl who had a lethal injection. But then they have like these urges to commit crimes from time to time, so they need a person to divert that kind, like that will that they have.
Mm-hmm.
So with the main guy, he has this thing for hair, and yeah, I know, right? And he has scissors from a serial killer that I don't remember the name. And he finds this girl that has huge hair that was cursed, and her hair grows every night, like even if she cuts it really short.
Like Rapunzel or
yeah, more or less. So of course he loves her because he can cut her hair every day.
Yeah. God, that's a weird story.
that's really weird, but like they're supposed, because she's supposed to be like the queen in a game that the people who have those weapons have, like if they manage to kill her, they will have a wish granted.
Oh.
So he becomes like, he tries to protect her, but it doesn't, like the premise might work, but the way that they do it doesn't. It just wastes away all sorts of cool weapons that they got and cool backstories.
Yeah.
That those bits were really nice, but that's like 1% of the series, and the rest is like really weird. It had a lot of fan service, but not the classic fan service like boobs and panty shots. It had fan service in like it had a lot of sexual undertones, and like the guy would lick her neck and stuff, and you get all these blushing and gasping sounds.
Yeah.
But then they wouldn't kiss because they were awkward, and you were like, what the fuck?
What the hell? So was it like kind of icky or not, or like?
Yeah, it was kind of, but there's a lot of episodes, and they do it with a lot of people, like these two sisters as well, when they were like, when the girl that has the lethal injection uses her sister as a way to divert her urge. You also get like, she's just sticking a needle in her arm, but you get them blushing and going like,
what
and
the hell?
Like, no.
That's only made for you, though. I mean,
that doesn't work.
No, it doesn't. What? But I'm not gonna say I'm shocked either.
I'm not shocked, but it wasn't a pleasurable experience. It was just like, why are you ruining it?
Yeah, I can imagine it'd be awkward as well. Like, what? Like, I don't know.
Because like the killing mode was really cool, but that was basically it, and it was a really small part of the story.
Yeah.
So don't watch that. What's the next one you have?
Tenjou Tenge. I talked about this one earlier as well. That's one that I borrowed from my brother. He has it on DVD. The only reason he bought it was because it was like 3 or 5 euros. And that already says enough, I think, if it's that cheap. Because that was the whole series in one DVD box. So, and I don't know. I can't really tell you the story because it's very complicated in a way. Or either way, it's not complicated because they don't tell you too much in it. Because it's like a lot of boobs and fighting and, like, not icky, but, I do feel like uncomfortable, like, it's always the same thing over and over again. A girl falling for a boy who doesn't want her and all that kind of stuff. And I don't know, you just get sick of it after a while sometimes. And especially when it's the same thing in every episode over and over again. So, yeah, I don't know. I might watch all of it, but I think I'm at episode 10 now or something. And I don't even have the need to watch more of it. I've seen enough, so... Yeah.
I have one of that's that kind of series, The Secret of Nogizaka Haruka.
Oh, I've heard.
And it's basically this typical. You heard about it?
I think so.
It has this typical premise that boy meets girl that is really pretty and really popular, but is actually into like manga and is like she's a heiress of this family that's really rich and all that. You have all that romance, but then apart from it being totally cliche, you get a second season, and that's the season that I don't think I finished it, and if I did, I gave it a really low score because they basically kept the first series in which they end up together after all the drama and blah, and they add tons of ecchi to it and go nowhere with the plot.
Yeah.
It's like basically they decide, okay, the first series was about them falling in love and getting together, so we're going to make a second one about them thinking about having sex.
That's like, is that, I don't know, I hate it when they do that. It's like to get more fan service, like also like people say like, oh, you have to check this out. It's you know.
Like, I'm fine with fan service, but it has to be done properly. Not just like, let's throw fan service at people. That doesn't work for me.
Yeah.
I'm not against it. That. Like, I have no problems with boobs. It's just kind of pointless.
Yeah. I don't have a problem with it either, but the thing is, like, if it's only about that, I will have a problem about it. So, yeah. I'm thinking about another one, but, oh, I know one. Nobunaga the Fool from this season.
Yes.
I know that one gets so much hate from people, but I don't know, like I just didn't like it for some reason.
Did you watch up until which episode?
6.
That's still a lot.
Yeah, it is. Because I was kind of curious to know what happens, but it's like it's nothing too special, and I don't know. I don't like the characters either for some reason. Like the main character, I don't like him a lot. So I don't know.
The plot is like all in pieces. It doesn't connect.
Yeah, no.
It's just really weird.
It's really weird and random.
I asked a friend because since I dropped it on episode 1, which is something that I don't do a lot, I was like, does it get better? Because he's the completionist and he is going through the whole of it.
Yeah.
And he was like, no. And I was like, fine, then I'll never look at it again. I have one more series that I remember. Did you watch Angel Beats?
No, but I wanted to.
I'm not saying that you shouldn't watch the series. Don't watch the OVA.
Oh, okay.
It's really bad. Like, they tried to make one of those OVAs that's just an extra episode, a filler episode, that's just for comedy purposes. And it's less funny than the whole series in itself. So it was a separate mission, a separate thingy, and it fit nowhere, and it added nothing, and it was just literally filler. You didn't get character development, you didn't have good jokes.
Yeah. Well,
so it's not worth it.
You kind of had that with Noragami as well, the first OVA.
Yeah, I still haven't watched that one, but that happens with a lot of OVAs, to be fair.
Yeah, things like I like Noragami so much that I didn't mind. It's a very funny episode, so I don't mind. It is filler, but it's very funny, so who cares?
Yeah, but that usually if the series is really enjoyable, if you have one filler episode, that's okay.
Yeah.
Like, it depends on the series, I guess, but there are really good OVAs out there. Like, even those short ones, for instance, the free ones are hilarious. I love them. They're really short. They're like 3 minutes or something. And there's only 2 or 3 out right now. But for someone that watched the series and really enjoy it, it's so much fun because you get all these character interactions.
Yeah. I bet that's different, yeah.
Yeah, like the thing is, Angel Beats got that OVA and it got a special ending that was like a few years after the end of the series. But it's like 10 minutes or 15 minutes, and so there's no time to do what they want to do with it, and it kind of falls short. I was really disappointed in that one. as well. I was like, the series is enough to conclude what you want to do.
Yeah, so like if I do want to check it out, I should just check out the normal, like original or whatever series.
Yeah, I mean, you can watch the other ones, but they won't give you anything different out of the whole experience.
Yeah, okay.
That's just my opinion on it.
Okay, cool. Well, that was already the last one for today because we only have 15 minutes and we kind of want to keep it at that. So
unlike other episodes.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, thank you for watching, and yeah, we'll see you next time. By the way, if people have questions, you can still ask them on Twitter and YouTube because we didn't really ask them today on Twitter since we've both been busy. So yeah, we might.
You can always ask us questions.
Yeah, exactly. We might answer them in an episode or maybe in another Q&A when we are at episode 10. We could do that too. So
yeah, basically.
Yeah.
And you have all our links as usual and
in the description.
Yeah.
And if you want to check out the first Q&A, it's on Miana's channel, so you can check out her channel.
We had that.
Yeah, we had that, like, how long was it? Like an hour and a half, something like that?
It was nearly 2 hours.
Oh. Okay. So yeah,
but it was really fun, and there were people there asking us stuff.
Yeah, thank you again for that, everyone who watched it.
Yeah, exactly.
So
it was really fun.
It was. But yeah, you can look for us next week on Friday again.
Next week we'll be discussing the end of this season.
Yeah. So if you have questions about that, I'm pretty sure people will have questions about that. Yeah. So you can still ask them, and because we will just be telling you what like anime we liked and maybe the ones we didn't like. We'll see. And
we'll be just talking feels.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of feels from this season. So yeah. We'll see you next time. Bye.